All right, everybody. Firstly, I just want to say a really great week one moving into our next week. Just keep that same energy and enthusiasm going. Now, during our first Zoom session that we had together, I got some really great feedback. And this is why I am putting together this video today to go over our course project requirements, also to go over some examples. That was the amazing feedback I was given. So I really love the ideas and suggestions. So keep them coming. So what we're going to do in this video is give an overview to our project, and then I'll show you some examples from my most recent class of all of the deliverables except for phase one. Now, to start off, first thing, everyone has gotten the announcement of your group assignments. Everyone is assigned to a group of 3 or 2 people. You are randomly assigned. As I mentioned before last week, you want to make sure you get in contact with your group members as soon as possible. This is a group project worth 35% of your grade in total. So that's the first thing. Second thing is phase one will be due in week 3. So that means you need to get talking, communicating, putting heads together to decide on what project, what topic you'd like to work on, what problem you'd like to solve using data, what question you would like to answer. So you need to have that done. And phase one is a discussion. So you're going to post what you're going to work on in phase one in a discussion board. Week 3. This is a 6-week course. I recommend highly to get on this. If you haven't already, kudos to you, as fast as possible. So we've got up here, if you go into module 1, you'll see the course project requirements overview. The ideation is the first part. That's where you come up with the whole idea. You talk about your topic. Also, you get a chance to get feedback from others and myself in the discussion board. So this is a great opportunity. It's a discussion board. Phase 2 is the proposal. So this portion, you've already decided what you want to do. You've already talked to your team members. You're submitting the proposal, explaining what you're going to do. That's going to have your team member names, project title, project description, where you're getting the data, and the type of analysis you plan on using for this. This can change after you submit it, as you get to the executive summary, but this is just a framework. This is a draft. It gives you an idea, gives you a point of reference on where you want to go. Now, the final deliverable is phase 3A and phase 3B. Because this course is online, you guys will not be presenting it in front of me and the rest of the class. However, we will have the deliverable. So you have the document, the executive summary, you're going to have a cover page, table of contents, project background, project main findings, your charts, so at least 2, any recommendations, and you're going to submit your data as well. So you're going to submit your data with this that you use. And all of the team members will submit all of these items. You'll also have a PowerPoint presentation, which will have slides for each of these. See point 5, you got several. That means at least 3 slides for the analysis. And then you'll have 2 to 3 recommendations. This is the final project. So if you have any questions about it, let me know as soon as possible. As I mentioned before, this course, 6 weeks, this moves pretty quick. So the sooner we're in communication, the better. So I want to go ahead and show you some examples of this. So I'm going to reshare my screen. And that was really a great idea to show you some of the work that was done as far as the project proposal. So I'll show you what a project proposal looks like. 1 second, getting the technology right. So I'll show you what a project proposal looks like and the executive summary and the slides. So here's a sample project proposal that was submitted. I had to blink out the numbers. This is recent. This was the last section of this course that I was able to teach, had the privilege to teach. So I blotted out the team member names, but here is an idea of what it'll look like. So you got the title, you got the description. In this case, they did a maid service that had to choose between buying electric vehicles and gas vehicles for their fleet. So it breaks down where they got their data, the type of analysis that they used, and it covered everything in their presentation. It goes over all of this. One thing to notice, it's broken down in sections, cookie cutter. So it follows those bullet points or those titles that or headings that we need to have. So you got the team member's name, project title, project description, source of data, and type of analysis. And this gets them the 3 pages. And I actually count the cover page as well. They APA formatted it. So this is what an example of the project proposal looks like. So we also have, so that's a project proposal. So let me show you what the executive summary looks like. And 1 second. And really, I would say the key is not to make this harder than it has to be. And what I mean by that is don't overthink it. Follow and use the resources and tools that we have available and follow the guidelines. I grade this to the rubric. So those deliverables that you see in the outline that you need to have, make sure they're there. And I'm grading these cookie cutter by the rubric. If you have any questions or want me to look it over, feel free to send it to me. Here's the final executive summary, that phase 3A, project finding executive summary. We've got the table of contents. So this is page 1 is the cover page. Page 2 is the table of contents. And you see in here, they got the background, description, source of data, intended analysis, deviation from the original plan, project main findings, charts, and recommendations. So we get in here, you've got the project background. So you see right there, you've got that heading, project background. That's where it is. Then as they go through it, they continue, they've got the project main findings. These are all the headings for the project. Now they have their charts. They also describe their charts. They're a nice size, which are easy to read, easy to digest. So they got the gas cars, the electric cars. They also have their charts. They explain it. They're big, easy to read and digest. Here are the recommendations that they have. And that's that. So that's the 7 pages. So that's the executive summary. As far as the slides, let me show what these look like. And it's the same thing. You want to make sure that you're following the instructions to the letter. That's if you want to know what I'm looking for the assignment done by the instructions given. So make sure you keep that in mind. So here's the slides. Again, each slide, it follows the instructions. You've got the main slide, the title, it has the name of everyone who's in the project. You've got the introduction, you've got the source of data, you've got the intended analysis, You've got these slides for that. You've got the actual analysis, so it breaks down the data. So we've got the gas cars, electric cars. You've got the per gallon gas price. You've got the charts. So we have this. This is in the PowerPoint. And it has a heading for charts. So we know where that is. We've seen this in the executive summary. Talks about the challenges that they faced. And these are all slides. These are all of the headings that we see in the in the assignment. And then you got any questions and answers. So I hope this is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here and happy to hear from you. Remember, if you have any questions about your group assignments, let me know as soon as possible. Again, the fastest way to reach me is either email or text message. Those are the two fastest methods to reach me. Always happy to hear from you. And it's going to be a great class. I look forward to interacting with everyone and working with everyone. All right. Have a good one.